Hello. Hopefully, I'm live and welcome to the pharmacy with me in Allen RX. Give me just a second here to make sure I'm on here. Oh, getting a little echo. Just one moment. All right. So, what are we talking about tonight? I have, give me just a second, guys. Okay. So, welcome to the pharmacy. If this is your first time here, I am in Allen RX. And we have an interesting story going on tonight. Atlanta has been hot all day today, like been in the news all day today. So once give me make sure I got all my stuff here together. And I kind of don't. Okay, but anyway, so I'm in Allen RX. If it's your first time here, I'm a practicing pharmacist. I practice in the community pharmacy setting, and I have been doing that for 10 years as a pharmacist, and over 15 years just in practice in the retail in general. Like I work while I was in school and all that. So anyway, I work right now, so I'm very up to date on events and current medication practices. So tonight we're gonna look into a few things. Um, this guy today, he Dion Patterson in Atlanta. Atlanta. He's a 24-year-old, right? 24-year-old black guy. And when I first heard about this story today, it was something about a carjacking. I'm like, they still jacking cars, but I'm in Mississippi, so it's been a lot of that going on around, like in Jackson and everywhere. It's like people are just jumping in the cars that are like, if you don't leave your car running, because I think that's against the law too. I think I found it out like last winter, but I think that's against the law. But anyway, people are just jumping in the cars. I was like, they doing it in Atlanta. Atlanta is down bad. I'm just gonna say Atlanta is down bad. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm like, why are they doing that? What's that all about? Oh, well, I assumed, he was the ethnicity that he was, whatever. So then it comes back on. It's like five women or something like that have been injured. One's been killed. I'm like, in a carjacking? First of all, why were there so many people in one car? That's weird. It kind of reminded me of like I don't know if some of y'all remember this, but in like the 90s, the early 90s, it was like I know in LA and other like major cities, it would be like you don't want to stop at the traffic light because it's like somebody would be jumping in your car, you know, taking it like at gunpoint. So it's like, is that what's going on in Atlanta right now? Like, seriously? That's crazy. And then why were there so many people in that car? That just didn't sit right with me. So then I'm back on IG, surfing around, and then I see, the updated story on this. This lady, she says, her son got some got the wrong medication. I'm like, what? You got the wrong medication from where? First of all, did the doctor prescribe the wrong thing, or did the pharmacy fill the wrong thing? Because everybody, trying to pass this blame around. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's weird too. So what in the world? I don't know. This sounds crazy. So then I speaking of like stopping at traffic, like you scared to like stop at a light because it's like people might jump in your car. I'm just sitting at the light the other day, minding my own business, and I just hear like I'm like, what in the world is that? I look, my passenger side window is shattered. Like it didn't fall out. It didn't like break, like fall out into the seat or in the street or anything like that. But it was shattered. I don't know if the tent saved it, whatever. Because they asked me when I called the insurance company, they were like, "Is it laminated?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Is it tinted?" Yeah, it's tinted. Like the glass is still there, but it's in like a million. It's shattered. Like it's like, and I was like, "What in the world?" Because it was like it wasn't like some big loud crash or anything like that, or big boom or like some. I'm just sitting like idle, like I'm sitting at the traffic light. The light is red. I'm sitting there, and it was like they hit the light and hit it in the sweet spot, and it just shattered. And I was like, oh my God, it's so annoying. So I was like, somebody shooting a BB gun or something in my car. Like, what happened? That was so random. But anyway, so I was like, first is this carjacking situation. That's weird. 4 or 5 people getting injured in a carjacking. Why? How, Sway? Then, okay, the mom says he got the wrong medication. I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. So then, as the story unfolded, I'm like, okay, what's going on with this? Come to find out, he was at the VA hospital. He's a veteran or some kind of, service person for the Coast Guard, 24-year-old black guy. He got, they just say honorably discharged, but I don't know how the military works. So somebody else have to fill me in on that. So he was discharged in January of this year from the Coast Guard. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So he's at the hospital. They like he was there like less than 10 minutes, something like 2 minutes before he just like open he got agitated. Then he's just opens fires on these people, like just all these women. He just bang, bang, bang. Then he just walks out. He just walks out. I had planned on asking tonight, give me a one in the chat or a yes or a no if y'all thought he was gonna make it out, like, if they were gonna light him up when they found him, or if they were gonna, what is it, apprehend him, like get him safely, and then walk him on in. Today, that was so uneventful. Not that I'm looking for drama, but I felt like the people on 11 Alive in Atlanta. I felt like that guy that's on the news. He seemed like he was a little disappointed that it wasn't a little bit more dramatic than it was, but you know, that's none of my business. He was like, "What?" Like, well, they could have done this and it could have been this and it could have been dangerous and people could have been worried about sleeping tonight. It's like, dude, that didn't happen. They literally like found him and then just handcuffed him and just walked him on where he was going. He was like, just like no kind of fight, no nothing. Nothing happened. So I'm like, what is this? What's up with this? What's up with this? And his mom, like, nothing happened to her. She's cooperating with the police. Everybody's, doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm just, mm, sounds like it could be a medication issue, but not because somebody gave the wrong medication. Shout out to the pharmacists out there, because they always trying to blame us. But anyway, let me see who I have in here with me so far on this late night random stream. I have Christopher Williams. Thank you so far. Can appreciate you being here tonight and getting active in this chat because it's me and you, sweetheart. It's say we got 3 people in here, but I don't know. You're the only one I see. Whoever else is out here ninja watching, come and let me know what y'all think. Like, come through. Let us know. Let me know what you think. He says he loves the pin on the jacket. Thank you. I'm all about the flair. You would think I was working at Chili's or somewhere. I got like 1,000 different pins. So I, start streaming more because I haven't been streaming, guys. Trying to get back into the swing of things. First of all, my internet was messed up. This is a sidebar. This is a side story. Because I don't know if y'all have ever heard of like this aeration. It's some like this True Green. That's the lawn company, which I didn't even get. This wasn't even supposed to be. They were supposed to be doing the neighbor's house because that's who name's on the bill. Anyway, they do this. It's like they like it's like they poke holes all in the yard, like in the lawn, and they cut the internet line. And on top of like my windshield getting cracked, these people like just, internet like supposed to be fiber. And they like not even fast fiber to me. Cause y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and see me. Hopefully you can. And all of a sudden there's no service. I'm like, come on. Like, I need some good luck right about now. Okay. So anyway, so that happened. So and I'm like, okay, let me come on back and let me start streaming again because I'm like, okay, I got my internet back. Another just mishap with the wind with the door on my car. Safe light came to the job. Shout out to y'all, safe light, but not shout out to y'all. These people they like asked me the model of my car. They looked at stuff like, okay, cool. I get the text message. I'm like, okay, I'm at work. The guy he pulls up to, the pharmacy. And I'm like, okay, here my keys, we good. So then I get another text message saying, okay, we're out here for service, whatever, on your blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not the model of my car. Let me go ahead and talk to this dude. I'm like, is this what you have on here? He's like, yeah. I say, that's not the model of my car. Is that the right glass? He was like, oh shoot, let me look at it. I don't know. And he was like, no, it's not. I'm like, bruh, I'm in good spirits though. Because I'm like, okay, at least he did. I guess since it's not out, I don't go really far. I just take my child to school and come on back home because I'm like, this is just the window. It can shatter at any time, like fall all the way out. But anyway, so he was like, well, we can't schedule you back again to next week. I was like, cool. Because the last time something happened with my glass and I let y'all fix it, for some reason my air conditioner wasn't working. So I don't need nothing extra, right? Like do it right or just, just come on back. I'm be patient. Cool. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So I'm like, this guy, he's just like open fires in the hospital. Christopher Williams, you like looking shocked. Yeah, it's this whole story is really crazy. He was like, Christopher Williams, he's saying people lose their mind nowadays. They do. And I'm wondering, like, how serious is the Coast Guard? Like, I don't know. I mean, do they go fight? I need to like get more current on this Coast Guard situation. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, maybe he was in the military, maybe he got some kind of PTSD, something like that. So let me see. I had the video on here from when they started talking about this earlier. Let's see where it is at. Wait, let's see. I don't want to click y'all out because that would be crazy. All right, so let's see. So I'm still gonna play the video that I had planned on playing earlier. And it was with the Atlanta police. Um okay, Chris, you can hear me, right? Okay, cool. Then you say what? How do you get discharged from the Coast Guard? I don't know. I don't know how the armed services really work. I don't know. So I just, I stay in my lane. I lead it to some of these co-hosts on some of these other shows I be on. So they can tell you a little bit better than me. I don't know. I just thought it sounded like, and weekend warrior type situation too. But anyway, that's none of my business. So let's see what so y'all gotta bear with me, guys, because I have not been doing this in a while. At least not by myself. Let's see. Let's see. Share screen. That's what I want to do. Okay, so let's see. Let's share that. Hopefully this is it. Let me make sure ain't no commercials or nothing going on. You know how I be. Okay, so let's add this to the stream. Let's see. Let's do that. Can y'all see that? Okay, so let me maximize this screen. Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. Let's hit play. Y'all, let's check this out.
Afternoon, we were called just down the street to 1110 West Peachtree. This is a medical facility, the Northside Hospital, that is at that location. This shooting did occur inside the waiting room of that medical facility, where 5 shot. Unfortunately, a 39-year-old female has lost her life. And of those that are injured is a 71-year-old female, a 56-year-old female, a 39-year-old female, and then a 25-year-old female. We do know that Mr. Patterson, our suspect, left the building. We believe he carjacked a vehicle a short distance away and was able to flee the scene as the law enforcement agencies were descending on this area. And we believe he has left the area. He may not still be in that vehicle. So I don't want everyone to be focused on the vehicle, which has been recovered.
Just FYI, guys, this is from earlier today. They have since, apprehended the suspect. Let's keep going.
Photograph that has been distributed for your viewers, your listeners, to be very mindful of that photograph. If you see this individual who may or may not still be in the same hoodie, please call 911 right away or use Crime Stoppers to be able to provide an anonymous tip to where he may be.
Right. Yeah, I was talking to the police officers, most of them from the Cobb County Police Department.
Is that live right now? I should probably let that play on through, but right now we'll talk about it a little bit. So, okay, so like I said earlier, let's see, what do you say, Christopher? Build while we fly. Y'all know We all a part of the same family. Y'all know struggle streaming. You know the song. Perfect. Good. Okay, so y'all heard it. Y'all saw it. All of the above. Thank you so much. TLA have to be careful. That's his part of town. TLA. TLA, we know you're not out here, being gangster and everything. We know y'all, you can take care of yourself, but please be careful out there, sweetheart. It's dangerous in the city. But they got him. And it was like I said, it was very uneventful. I had that up earlier when they got him. They just like, he literally was like, this, okay, y'all got me. All right, where we going? They just walked him in like, this is it. But anyway, so let's get back. Let's get to what I'm here to talk about, which is the medication. Okay. So his mom said he got messed up. They messed up his medication. Okay. First of all, you're 24 years old. You've been discharged from the Coast Guard, and your mama is taking you to the doctor. As a retail pharmacist, I'm automatically thinking like, what's up with that? What's going on with that? So I'm like, why are you 24 years old? This is the VA hospital. I'm automatically like, this is some kind of PTSD. I'm going straight there, PTSD, because, you know, more than likely, not saying he been into some kind of serious like warfare, guerrilla warfare, fighting wherever. I don't know. Because I told y'all I'm staying in my lane. I don't know about the armed services. But it just seemed like, you got discharged or that it's PTSD. You're in the VA hospital. Okay, so and your mom had to bring you at 24 years old. Something going on here. So I think they said I saw like on the shade room or somewhere that the medication he was trying to get was was Ativan. Okay. So Ativan, that medication is used for anxiety, to help improve sleep. It's used for a lot of different things. It's for use also for some seizures. So seizure disorders, which people like, what? Yeah, it is for some seizure disorder. That's a benzodiazepine. This drug is very commonly used. Now it's also used for agitation, which had me thinking like, was he out of it? Like out of the medication, because a lot of times people will come into a pharmacy. I need my Clonopin. I need my Valium. I need my lorazepam, whatever they need, right? So they already upset. They come in there and you see on the prescription, it's like, take this medication, take one tablet twice daily. May take an additional tablet for agitation, for increased agitation. And that's for anybody. It could be older women, it could be military men, it could be teenagers, it could be anybody. Everybody, get a little aggravated here and there. So it's like, was he out of his medication? This is a controlled substance. So sometimes people be trying to get an early refill. And it's like, okay, depends on what state you're in. Like, I'm licensed in Texas and Mississippi. I need to get my Louisiana license because that's where I'm from. That's where I went to school. But with that medication, I'm like, was it expired? And anybody has ever dealt with the VA, shout out to the pharmacists that work at the VA because y'all got it made. I'm gonna be honest. Retail pharmacists, I'm gonna say it like this. Now we make the money, right? We make the money, but we earn the money. Okay, we earn it. It's not like we go up in there every day. It's 400, 500, 600 prescriptions every day. Okay, so we earn it, right? But the VA pharmacists, they got it. They have a lot of good benefits because they get the military benefits. They don't have to get licensed in all these different states. They just like, we with the VA, we good to go. So, they have good hours. They get all these holidays off, like all of them. It's like, oh, it's Flag Day, it's President's Day, George Washington. What holiday is this? Y'all off again? I be trying to call them to come work for me because I need somebody to cover my shifts because y'all know we gonna get no days off. They recognize zero holidays where I'm at. But anyway, so we the VA hospital, I mean VA pharmacy, right? So I forgot where I was at. Okay, so I'm like, is he taking Ativan? So if he was in there, I don't know how long he had to wait, but it just seems like when it comes down to these military type, um, dealing with the VA, you get your stuff, your medications, most of them is free. Most of it's 90-day supply. But to get signed up for your benefits, to get like in there to be seen, it's just a little bit more complicated than people want it to be, So every now and then, some of the VA patients they'll come. Do y'all accept TRICARE? Depending on what retail pharmacy you're at, we might, you know, we do where I work at. Just FYI. But it's like, okay, it's real convenient once you're in, but you gotta get in. You already got PTSD, and then trying to deal with the VA in general is frustrating. So I can see somebody getting a little aggravated, agitated, especially if they narcotic. I need my medication. Okay, cool. You need your medication. So this guy, he goes in there. His mom, I don't know if she drove him. I just in my head, I see her like taking him there. He's already frustrated. He tried to call the pharmacy to get his prescription earlier, right? He doesn't have it. He's taking more pills than he's supposed to be taking. He's on fire. Like he's like, he already like anything on site, anything on site. For some reason, he has a weapon on him. I don't know if Atlanta or Georgia is an open carry state. I don't know how that works. I don't know gun laws. I don't know guns. But I just know like it's a lot of, mass, shootings going on around here. And I mean, I would consider it if more than one person got shot. That's mass, in my opinion, So it's like, why he got, like why is he even walking around with this? If you look at my thumbnail, you can see like in the back of one of those pictures, he has like a backpack, like across the front of him, like people babies on the front of them. He got his bag across the front like a man bag. But anyway, so he has a weapon. He's in there. He's like, I could see him. They do this in the waiting room of the pharmacy where I work at. They like, hey, what's going on? What's taking so long? It's like, you just got here. Your prescription just got here. Give me 5 minutes. I don't understand. It's like, I have been working long enough that I know how to handle these people, but it's annoying. It is annoying. And like I said, I know how to deal with them. I know how to talk to them. Like, I gotta go ahead and, stand up straight because, give myself a little height because, I'm a little shorty out here. But it's like, hey, you need to calm down. I'm trying to help you. I had to yell at an older man the other day, okay? Like an older man, like I should have been embarrassed for how I talked to that man, but I wasn't because he was, I want to say he might have been a veteran too. He come in the second lane of the drive-through. Like he had been in there already. This was on the weekend. He been there already. Came to the front counter. Oh, it's not ready. Okay. Came in the drive-through. Him and his wife. They were like, Nastash, can you go ahead and talk to him? I'm like, who is it? He already had a bad attitude earlier. Why? Okay. He's like, I said, hey, okay, give me just a moment. I'm finishing up. What's taking so long? I yelled at that man so loud in that lane, in lane 2 of the drive-through. Lane 1 is the one that's right there close, like you looking at him face to face in the window. Lane 2 is on the other side, okay? I yelled across one car into the other, okay? I said, give me a minute. He looked over at the window. I was standing dead in the window looking at him. His wife leaned over from the passenger seat like, what's going on? I'm like, girl, let me get him for you because I know he is a problem at home, okay? His attitude is terrible. He has zero patience. So he comes I'm go ahead and go into his store. He comes inside. I said, because I was like, he's like, what, I don't understand, I said, don't you see all these cars in the line? I told you earlier when you came, before we for lunch, because we just started closing for lunch. We never used to get a lunch break, okay? Not a real one. And even this one now, I work through lunch most of the time. I'm not that dedicated to the job, but I'm trying to get caught up. I'm trying to help y'all, okay? I'm trying to help y'all. But anyway, so he comes inside. I'm like, you see all these cars out here? Comes up to the front. It was ready, like when he came in. So I was like, I'm going to be proactive and be a good pharmacist. I'm going to go ahead and check him out because I don't need him talking to anybody else up in here crazy. And I'm the only one that can deal with him because, sometimes I be in that, type of energy like nobody else can deal with this person but me, okay? So he comes up to the counter. He's looking like, I said, can you verify your address? Is it ready now? Yeah, it's ready. Well, I'm just trying to figure, hey. I said, what's your address? what was that? What's your address? Well, I'm just trying to see. I see him. He like going through his phone. I'm like, man, he's trying to take my picture. That's what I'm thinking. And I was right. I was right. He was trying to take my picture. Okay. So I was like, okay, what's your address? He's like, finally, he throws his license on the counter. This was a black guy. And I said, okay, that's what we doing. So, I got big on him. Sometimes I get big. Gone got big on him. So I got his license about the counter. He was like, well, yeah. Because me and my wife, we just went to Taco Bell. I said, does this look like Taco Bell? Well, they taking a long time over there. I said, what they got to do with me? I said that with a straight face. And what does that have to do with me? Well, I came earlier. You came right before we were closing for lunch. And you have a controlled substance you're picking up. You might want to chill out. I said that to him. He was like, yeah. I see him fumbling through his phone, trying to find the camera so he can take my picture. Okay. I said, okay, we playing. That's what we doing tonight. So I said, so what's the problem? He said, well, y'all, you need to hurry up next time. I said, first of all, you want to change your address? What do you mean? I said, you don't have a local address. You're not even living in the state, are you? Because you've been coming the past few months, you still using this out-of-state address. He's like, well, no. I said, and you have out-of-state doctor, and this is a controlled substance. I took that prescription, I threw it from one hand to the other one. I was like, I don't have to fill this for you. Well, you better. I said, I better not do anything but use my own professional judgment. And at this point, it's a controlled substance. It's from out of state. Your ID is from out of state. You are from out of state. Now, why don't you want to change your address? Well, I need my prescriptions. I know you do. And if I close it out, because it's an electronic prescription and it's the weekend, because that's my prerogative, you have a real problem on your hands. You might want to calm down. Well, y'all, the service here is terrible. I say, what's your address again? It's going to be however much, $3, whatever it costs. I said, you know what? I got it on my mind, like, not to give you this prescription. I played with this old man like that. I was so wrong for that. I did not care. He said, blah, 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 blah. I said, thank you. And then he had finally found his camera in his phone. And I had a mask on because we still wearing masks at work because we do immunization. So, I just keep it on. When we go in the room with them, we still have to wear it. So, I pulled my mask down. I say, now I know you're not trying to take my picture. Well, he's doing all this. He cannot get his phone together. I said, you don't have to take my picture. You don't have to. That's just right there on the wall. It's right there. My name and my picture. You passed by my name like 8 times. Like, seriously. You don't have to, don't, you're stressing yourself out. Just pay for this prescription. And guess he paid for his prescription. I slammed his ID back on the counter and I said, I'm gonna give it back to you the same way you gave it to me. Well, I said, what? Have a nice day. I'll see you next month. You still not gonna change your address? Well, I said, exactly. Have a nice day. He walked this crazy stuff on out. I'm like, go tell your wife too. Because I forgot about that part. When I told him, I said, look, he's like, well, yeah, me and my wife. I said, what about my husband? Even though it's a question mark right now. I said, and I have a daddy. I got men that look out for me. I said, you're a dishonorable and you're a disgrace. That's what I told him. But anyway, so he got his prescription and he went on about his business. But anyway, this is people, these controlled substances, and they want to get their prescriptions and they have a bad attitude. If he had a weapon, he probably would have used it on me. And, that just was the risk I was willing to take that day. Oh, I got to get these people in line. I'm here at the same place every day, so they're going to have to stop playing with me. But anyway, let me see who I got in chat. I got some more people in the chat. Christopher Williams, boy, you've been holding me down tonight. I appreciate that. He said retail pharmacy dealing with more people. Yes, that's why we got to get paid the big bucks. That's why. It's like, is it worth it though? Because some days I'm like, I'm gonna walk out of here. How much do you get from unemployment? Like, how does that work? I need my job though. I need my job because I got bills and stuff to pay. He says, I was thinking VA would have armed guards on duty. True. That's true. And how did he just get in here with this weapon? I would imagine that people in the they think people are probably already have like mental issues. I'm sorry, like hopefully no one is offended by that, but I would assume that kind of stuff because I assume that when they coming in the pharmacy, I gauge them. I'm reading the room. Now. I talk to him crazy. I had a feeling he might not do nothing to me, but I ain't really know for sure. But some days I'm willing to risk it all. Seems like they would have armed guards, but I don't know. I don't really, I'm not a veteran. We don't have a lot of military people in my family. I don't know a lot of them. So I'm not too familiar with it, but whatever. Christopher Williams says it was that vulnerable. It was what? At the VA, right? That is so crazy. David at the David Carbina show, he says, "All right, in Allen RX is streaming at midnight." He gives me a rose over here. David, he's always supporting me on whatever channel I'm on. Y'all can find me at a lot of different places, attached to a lot of different people on the social media platforms. Hopefully, I can get it together. Thank you, David, for showing up. I was like, this story really, it's kind of like something I should be talking about. People want to hear from the pharmacist. I think about this, especially if the mom is out here trying to, push this narrative like he got some messed up medication. They gave him the wrong thing. What? What? They gave what? Who did? Us? Not us. Did we? Because they got pharmacists that work at the VA. So Christopher Williams, he's like, "Hey, David, blah, blah, blah." Then Chris says, "Love the story, these stories in Allen." It's so many stories. It's so many. It's every day, every day. I got stories with the customers, patients, with the members of leadership, district managers, whatever. I had a whole issue because I was late for work the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been at the same store for a long time. For like my whole career at this point as a professional pharmacist. This is a hard to staff store. If I'm late, like I ain't been late in these past 10 years, okay? And I have some stuff going on at home. It's like, man, show me a little grace, show me a little love. I'm gonna tell you how karma is though. So I'm just gonna tell it all. So I'm at work, minding I get there, like, hey, I take my daughter to school, I got stuff going on at home, last minute, whatever. They like, yeah, Nastasha, yeah. So, next day we ride you up. The hell? Who, me? Y'all write me up? For what now? Oh, okay. This is wait, not a verbal. Y'all going straight to that. Okay. I see what we doing up in here. Cool. I ain't forget y'all just asked me could I worked the extra day, extra shift last week. That was just off GP. I just, because I'm the manager. I'm like, cool. Sometimes I do that. Then you already asked me for another day, which is tomorrow. And y'all gonna do that? Cool. That's what's up. Man, when I tell y'all the whole place was shut down. Like they couldn't find anybody to work the next day, and the other store was closed, and the other two other stores that was hard to staff, they were closed as well because no pharmacists to work. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm here to help. Don't play with me like that. Y'all know I got some drama going on. So David says, how old was he? He was probably about 60 something, but 60 something ain't old to me because my daddy 60 something. He do whatever, okay? He don't miss a beat. So that's what I'm used to. And he would have been proud of me for talking to that man like that. Because I'm like, dude, don't play with me. I'm here to help. Once they realize I'm here to help, they usually calm down. It's like, hey, can you calm down? I'm trying to help you. Because if it was anybody else up here, any of these other pharmacists, I'm going to just say the other ones. This is my store right here. But any of the other ones that be here when I'm not here, they're not filling this out of state prescription. Not without calling 1,000 people on the weekend, which nobody's open. And they're not filling a controlled substance from out of state, right? They don't even verify. They don't care that you've been here the past 6-8 months and you won't change your address because you think you slick, you think you're doing something. But anyway, so once they find out I'm here to help, they usually like, okay, girl, all right, I'm gonna calm down. I was wrong. Thank you so much. Every time they come in there for moving forward, they like, hey, where Nastasha at? Where that little girl at? I take that, little missy, whatever. So Christopher says it's mentally stress dealing with people in the pharmacy. How do you work? How do we relax after that? When I leave work, I leave it. I leave work. I don't answer the phone. I had, loss prevention. They talk to me because I'm like, I ain't answering the phone when I'm at home because they don't pay for my phone. They don't pay for my cell phone bill. I tell them that. So they're like, what? Nastasha, well, when you're getting a call and you're not at work, you can't just be like, oh, that's, the pharmacy, click, don't worry about it. I'm like, if I want to slam my phone down because y'all answering me and I don't want to answer it on the weekend, that's just, how this going to go. Because, at this point, y'all not paying my bill. And I don't like how y'all moving right now. I don't like how y'all moving. So, yeah, they need to get in line, Christopher. Yes, read the room. Yes. I'm like, hey, if I feel like he going to get me, then, I'm like, excuse me? I'm still like, I'm still standing tough now. I'm just like, not so like loud with it, not so like, not so aggressive. It's like, I beg your pardon. Okay, didn't think so. Okay, so Matt Herod. Someone called my pharmacist the C word yesterday over there. C2 prescription for no reason at all. They flip out over everything. Yes, the C word is what I think it is. It's like, really? They flip out because they want their narcotics. They want their opioids. They want them. They will flip out and they will shoot people in the lobby like this guy did. And it's because they want their medicine. They're agitated. Some of them be detoxing. They be pissed because you won't just go ahead and give it to them. It's like, look, I'm following the law. This is a good faith dispensing. The company has this policy and procedure. The state has its laws. The feds have their laws. It's like the DEA and the Board of Pharmacy come up in here. I'm going to have an answer for them, and I will have an answer for them, okay? Not because you up in here looking like, you're not taking your prescription like you're supposed to be taking it. But hey, don't like blow up the place, okay? We're going to figure something out. Now, if you looking like your guy here and like, hey, you 2 days too soon, he looking like what? And I could tell when they like, hey, I'm not playing with you right now. Like, let me call your doctor. Let me call your doctor real quick and see if we can get this thing out, get it out early for you. Cause yeah, because you finna tear this place up or you gonna tear up the next place or whatever. And that's just me because I care. Even though, it might not seem like I care. I care about, you getting what you need. I care about us being safe, and I care about those outside of here that are going to run into you, when you leave here. So we can figure something out. Now, you're not taking it as prescribed. We need to talk to your doctor to adjust your therapy. Either you need to change drugs, if we can increase it from 2 times a day to 3 times a day, or whatever you need to do to keep you in a good headspace and keep everyone safe, then that's the goal for me. Because I want you to be getting, the best, treatment, best therapy, some therapeutic dose, whatever's going to be helping you. That's my goal. And to get you out of here, because I get tired of y'all coming up in there, staring in my face, or in the drive-through, because like our workstation is like 2 pharmacists, 2 computers right here, and the drive-through is like right back here behind me. I just feel people staring at the back of my head all day. I'm gonna tell y'all something about how these people do be trifling in the pharmacy, though. The technicians, I love the technicians, but some of y'all do be trifling, and you know it. So I'm picking up my prescription on my off day. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go through the drive-through. There's one car in this lane. I'm gonna go in the drive-through. When I tell you disrespected the pharmacy manager, I'm like, I know they gonna answer this. Like, I know that when I tell you I was waiting, I'm pressing the button like y'all be doing. Like, hello, chick like looks at me. Oh, hey, Nastasha. I'm like, oh, it's ready. I'm like, you damn right it is. It better be. But what's up? Like, we'll be right with you. Acknowledge the people. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge the people. Like, this service is horrible. That's why that man wanted to curse me out that day. But anyway, Christopher Williams said, "What is the hardest about being a pharmacist? Um, not having enough help, not having enough time, and having so many things to do. Depending on the company you work for, they all are really, kind of rough. But it's one in particular. You got to be an animal, a real one, to work for them, and that's who I work for. I've worked for them the whole time, and you got to be you gotta verify prescriptions. You gotta with like we say F4. That's the tab you hit. And it's like after someone scans in a prescription and then someone types it, or we might even have to type it because there's never enough help. And we review it, make sure that they have everything matches up. What the doctor prescribes is actually like a real drug. Make sure the technician typed in what the doctor wants, the drug, the dose, the directions, everything's correct, right? Then it goes to the filling station, which we might have to fill after. We might have to fill too, depending on how much workload is, and people be going out, people be quitting all the time. People quit on me all the time. It's like they work with me one night, the next day they like, oh, Jessica didn't come back. Really? I thought we had a good night. I really thought we had a good night. They're like, you worked the girl in the ground. I'm like, but I didn't. It was busy the last 2 hours. So, it's like, okay, you feeling. You may or may not be feeling. Someone else is feeling. If you got, depending on state law, you can have like 3 techs per pharmacist or 2 techs per pharmacist, and you can have a pharmacist student, or you can have someone else, cashiers, whoever. Where I work, they don't do cashiers a whole lot. Another pharmacy, they do cashiers. We don't really have cashiers. So could be doing that too. So then I'm verifying something that I may have just typed, something that I may have just filled, So it's like, I need to make sure I'm being careful because it's instead of going through 2 or 3 different people, I did the whole thing. So I need to verify my work, which is, you do so many of them. It's like, okay, I hope I'm missing it, because it's like if you're not verifying work somebody else, it's like I type a paper up, it's more likely that I'm gonna miss my errors versus if I'm reading, proofreading your work, then it's like, okay, I can catch your errors, but I'm like, I think I did it right because I did it. But so it's that. And it's like I said, you had a high volume store and it's not enough people working, and sometimes a lot of days it's 8 hours straight. It's like straight 8 hours. So that's the hard part. That is the hard part about this. Okay. Um, Christopher Williams says we keep it real and Dave Chappelle voice. Okay, that's how we do. And when keeping it real goes wrong, so far I've been lucky. Cross my fingers. Whatever you got to do. Like so far I've been lucky with that. Humble manifest of riches. I love that name. Peace and greetings. Peace, greetings, and salutations. Salutations to you. Look who we got up here. It's the mortgage boss, Joy Bailey, over there at the mortgage boss. We are also on a podcast together, my unsolicited opinion podcast, where I'm not talking about my work stuff, talking about my, life stuff, myself as a person, because some people don't understand that, in one place you can be like at work, I'm at work, so I'm not like just I'm trying to be, following these rules, these corporate company policies and procedures and these laws. But then, I'm at home, I'm, myself. So, we over there on the podcast being ourselves, giving our unsolicited opinion. Christopher Williams has his jaw dropped. I don't know which story that was about. It could be any number of the ones I've told tonight. But this guy, he's in the VA. He goes in there. Mom takes him in there. And she's like, y'all gave my son the wrong medicine. That's what she's saying after he's walked out of here and shot these people. One of them died. And it's like he's carjacking, but it really wasn't carjacking. I feel like the news, they out here, they really just, escalating situations. Like they really embellishing this thing a whole lot. I'm like, this man just walking around, but he shouldn't have shot anybody, right? But still. So I had another video I wanted to show y'all. Let's see what that one was. Let's see. Humble Manifest of Riches is the pharmacy a legal crack house. Now, We don't have crack in the pharmacy, but one summer I was doing a rotation at a hospital pharmacy in Portland, Oregon. I went up there 2 summers. I really liked the Oregon. If I would have like had my personal life together, I probably would have moved back up there because it was really like real laid back and chill. We recycling. They like, Nastasha, this plastic goes over here. I'm from the South, okay? We just throw trash in the trash. So it's like, this is for plastic, this is for paper. I'm like, this is plastic paper though. Like, whatever. Anyway, they they had powder cocaine in the pharmacy. It's like, we dispense in a regular retail pharmacy, schedule 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You got your oxycodones, hydrocodone, all schedule 2. Then you got like the 3 through 5s. That's your the Ativan, the Razapam, Diavan, like the drugs the guy today, that he was supposedly got the wrong medication, his mom said, your pseudoephedrine, you got stuff like that, tramadol, Soma, which I don't think they do Soma a whole lot anymore. Anyway, those are like the schedule 2 and 3 through 5s. Cocaine is a schedule 1 drug. I think they also had like assisted suicide. But anyway, that's the only time I've seen like cocaine in real life. Like, I I don't know how. I mean, I don't know if people like be having access to cocaine or they see it or like how that works, but I'm like, what? We got a safe. There's a safe. Then there's another safe, time release safe. Then this safe. I've never seen a safe like this since. And I've been in Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. Nothing like I saw in Oregon. So I was like, wait, what? Like, cocaine? That's what? I was so excited. Like, cause I mean, when am I gonna be around cocaine? Like, my life is boring. Like, I'm not, anywhere around that kind of stuff. So I was like, this place is so cool. And they had like those mountains. It was like really hilly. Louisiana is flat. Like, I didn't realize how flat Louisiana was until I went to Oregon. And really living in Mississippi now, like, I don't know if y'all heard Martin Luther King, shout out to y'all in Atlanta. He was like the rolling hills of Mississippi. Like in one of those speeches, it might be the I Have a Dream speech. I don't know. But anyway, he was like the rolling hills of Mississippi. And I was like, it's some hills here where I'm at, the city I'm in. It's some hills. I'm like, is it some kind of underground mountains? You could like easily, like, you better pay attention while you drive because you're gonna run into a ravine. Like, they got some hills here. Like, it's not flat here. Louisiana is flat. Okay, it's flat. But anyway, so yeah. Christopher Williams says that's why I wear my body armor every time I leave the house. Got to be more careful. The mortgage boss, she says, people be acting like that for real. Yes, I got to pick up a prescription tomorrow. Let me go with a charged battery to catch any drama. Any day, anytime, every day. It could be early in the morning, people coming in for shots. They come 2 by 2s, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Flu season is over, but these people, oh my God, they want these C19 shots. It's like, how many shots do you want? I just gave you a booster. You got your 2 primary doses. Then you came and got 2 boosters. I want another one. I'm not giving you another. You don't need another shot. Even though they want us to be pushing these shots again right now, I'm not. Because at my store, we just shot capital of the whole state. That's not official, but I have deemed us that because we do all the shots. We do Japanese encephalitis. We do Gardasil. We do shingles. We do pneumonia. We do all of them. We do Tdap. We do any shot you want. We do them all. Okay, we do them all. I'm like, what? We do, what is it, varicella? We do them all. Meningitis. What? All of them. Every last one of them. We do them. So yeah, they coming in early 2 by 2s to get that. This is one, me and my husband. We're here to get our second dose of our shingle shot. All right, come on in, Miss Smith. We got you. Hold on, they gonna put you in the system. Well, I have to get in line, baby. Go on, get in line. It's too early for that. But so yeah, anytime of the day, late at night, early in the morning, in the afternoon, on the drive home, they're like, oh, let me stop by the pharmacy. Just, I think I saw a car outside. Chris says, "Do you think they're going to change pharmacy policy on people picking up prescriptions across the United States after this?" No, they not. They not. And really, they got the federal law, but then each state has a law, and it's like, whichever one is strictest, which, I'm in Mississippi. I like Mississippi laws because they don't let you do anything. Like, nope, can't do that here. Can't transfer it here. Can't do that in this state. Nope, 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 nope. So that's how that goes. So, I don't think anything's gonna change because even with that guy today, I think he was just there. He was there to be seen. He probably was trying to get a refill for his mama to say messed up medication. That was real vague. So, because I'm like, who messed it up and what was messed up about it? Because it could be a number of things, and sometimes there are prescription errors that occur in the pharmacy. I always say check your bag, check your medication before you leave. Because sometimes it could be a number of things. I'm gonna just say that. So you go and you get a prescription fill. First of all, some of y'all call there, fill everything on my profile. No, you got 13 things on here. Some of this stuff is expired. Some of this stuff is from a couple months ago. You should have got it then, antibiotics, and you didn't get it. Now you want to get it now. Or you don't want to get it and you tell us fill everything. If you get it, when you leave with it, that's on you, pimp. What do you mean? I mean, if you tell me fill everything on your profile and I actually do it, and then you go through it and you say, "Well, I didn't need this. The doctor took me off of that. I told you to tell me what you needed. You decided to do what you want to do. So, they don't like us to take it back, and really, we can't take it back because if we do take it back, technically, and like give you a refund, we gotta, discard it some kind of way because we can't put it back on the shelf. Because ever since people started putting poison in the Tylenol a long time ago, you got all these like restrictions on taking drugs back. So it's like, hey, we gotta throw this away. These people losing money, they ain't trying to hear that. So you need to say what you want when you come to fill your prescription. Okay, so that's one thing. So people might say that's an error, right? The next thing could be doctor, okay, you take a Losard with hydrochlorothiazide. That's a blood pressure medicine, both for blood pressure. The other one's like the fluid. That's how it works to decrease your blood pressure by, getting rid of the fluid. So you say, oh, well, the doctor had me taking, I'm looking at your profile. You here to pick up this Losartan, but you picked up Losartan and HCTZ, 3 days ago. Hey, do you need this? Because sometimes the doctor will be like, give him 21 milligrams of that. I'm giving that as an individual pill versus, the combination pill. It's like, okay, well, are you supposed to be doing this? Because they didn't put a comment on here. They didn't say anything. Well, I don't know. Well, I was like, nope, nope, nope. But anyway, that could be seen as an error. Or sometimes it really make a mistake in the pharmacy where it's like, okay, you taking Crestor and you were taking, I mean, well, not, this is two different scenarios. You were taking 10, now you're on 20. That's not really a mistake, but people might be like, y'all gave me the wrong one. But it's like you got both of them on your profile, they both open. But anyway, we type it up for Crestor 40 and you're supposed to get 20. And it gets past everybody, past the person who scanned it, typed it, filled it, past me. Cause I'm like looking at 500 prescriptions, like after a while, they all start looking the same. So I'm like, shoot. Well, not me. I'm gonna say my partner or whoever was working with me that day, because I don't make a whole lot of errors. Okay. So it's like, okay, well, you're supposed to be on this dose. Okay, so that's messed up, but it's not that messed up, but we still have to we have to type it up as a, as a stars event, like when you make an error, prescription errors, and got to be reported to this person. You got to talk to that person. Then, you got to call their doctor. If it's, everybody got to be informed of what's going on. So that's an error. Or you get a prescription that's not yours, incorrect package being sold. That's an error. It's like, okay, when his mama says his medication was messed up, the doctor wrote him for something. Sometimes the prescriptions come from the doctor's office. It's like, I know, Mr. Jones. Why they got Dion Patterson on his prescription and this for Tom Jones? Are you serious? Okay, here you got this is a control, so you gonna take this back to them, or Is that yours? Or do you take this? Did they make a mistake when they printed it out? Was it on them or was it on us? Like, are you like, no, I can't feel it. So there's an error. So when his mama said, there's an issue with the prescription, like, what is she talking about? Like, really, what is she talking about? So yeah, so I think that with a lot of these is like the law's not gonna change a whole lot because it's already different state to state, and everybody goes whichever one is the strictest. Matt Harris says too much to do, not enough time or help to do it. That's it. I was at my wits' end the other day after, my glass got broke in my car. And then I had to get into it with, this man is, in the pharmacy talking crazy. Then, they call us up, writing me up. I'm still mad about that. Like, I'm still mad about that. So I was like, I could quit this job. So y'all need me. Last time I had to be out of here with COVID, I didn't have it, but somebody else had it, and the children had to be at home from school. So I had to be out of work. They shut the other store down. They changed the hours at the store where I work from 9 to 5. So I think I'm pretty valuable in this bit. So, quit playing with me. Don't be just writing me up all willy-nilly. Now you got 3 stores shut down because I ain't, work with me. Work with me. Christopher Williams says, what happened when errors happen with someone's prescription? That I got ahead of you, Chris. I'm sorry, but that's what happens. We have to write it up. And it depends. It's like, where did the error occur? Is it really an error? Almond Eyes, she says, hey, y'all. Almond Eyes used to work in the pharmacy. I think she told me that before. So she knows about all this drama that I'm talking about. Can I get a witness? Can I get an amen? Chris says, you think his mom was delusional about her son? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I think she was a little bit, you know. He's 24 years old, so he's still like very young and got discharged from the Coast Guard. And she had to bring him to the pharmacy. She probably was like very, overprotective of him. And we don't know what happened to the point where he had to, like, be at home like he got discharged. How does that work, y'all? Y'all vets, y'all let me know because I don't know. Humble Manifest of Riches is laughing. The mortgage boss says, I would have been excited too. Yes, it's always a story in there. Okay, what is this A2? What are we writing? Humble Manifest of Riches? I don't know what that is. What? What? I don't know. We'll come back to that. Christopher Wee said, is there anything surprising you still being a pharmacist? Um, no, not really. I mean, I just don't. I'm not whatever people do, I expect them to do. I'm not surprised by anything now. They might be surprised by how I react because they're like, "Oh, people treat you a certain kind of way when they think you're at work." It's like, I'm me wherever I'm at. I'm just saying. Okay. So, what was the craziest shot story you witnessed? What with the vaccines, bruh? So many, so many. Like especially with the veterans. I think I told the story before. They are afraid of these shots. Like it's like I don't even want to talk about it because it's like they are so. It's so real. It's so serious. Like they like have to count. They have to take deep breaths. This one man he's like had this woman coming there with him holding his hand when he got a shot. I thought it was his wife. This is some woman that was sitting out in the lobby. He asked her, like, can she come in there with him? Like, hold his hand. I was like, okay, y'all know I trick them and I stick them. That's what I do. Like, you want to see a trick? I got a trick. I do it with like 4 year olds. I do it with 40 year olds. It's mostly men anyway. I'm like, want to know a trick? Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, They like, what? You did it? Whew. They be sweating. They be breathing hard. It's like, man, this is kind of sad. I already stuck you though. You good to go. I'm gonna come back to you next time. I know. Yep. I know. Matt says, let me stop by the pharmacy. I think I saw a car. I said, they do that. They see my car out there. They like, let me go in there and see Tasha. They always call me Tasha. My name is Nastasha, y'all. Nastasha. Okay. Ron says, salute to the Russian. Welcome, Ron. I don't know if you've ever seen me live, Ron. Now, well, you've seen me in person, at the Lead Attorneys meetup, but live on my channel, in my element, doing my job like I do over here. I've gotten completely caught up in the chat, whatever. Y'all here, it's late, I'm streaming. So, I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think about this guy today. Like I said, I was going to ask y'all, hey, do y'all think they're going to catch him? Put a one in the chat. Is he going to make it out safely? Put a one in the chat. If y'all thought he was going to get pop, 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 when they found him, put a two in the chat. I was going to ask that, but they already got him. They got him already, y'all. They already got him. Y'all want to look at another clip I had? Let's see about this guy because they already got him. I had my stuff all laid out. Like I was going to talk to y'all about all this stuff, and they already got the man. I said, that is crazy. So let's see. Let's see if we can get this queued up. Let's just watch him anyway. Y'all gonna watch this with me because we on here. We might as well watch it. Y'all probably didn't catch all the news earlier today. So here that is for y'all and for me too. Let's see. Y'all know how I go. So the struggle streaming. Let's see. I had started using EV Mux over there with the podcast, but I didn't have my thing set up tonight to use EV Mux on my channel. I mean, I have it, but it's too many. You gotta have all these screens and I don't know, dynamic views. I don't know what that is. So let's share this, okay? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if that's what I want to look at. Okay. All right, so let's put this up here, guys. Add to the stream. Voila, magic. Okay, so this is from earlier today, just so y'all can get a little bit of context about what I'm talking about if you're entering the chat late. So let's see. This is our guy here. Let's see.
Are you tired of washing dishes?
Shoot.
Well, flip the way you clean them with Dawn Bottom Easy.
Why would they do a commercial on here? Can y'all hear that? Hopefully y'all can't hear that. CNN got some nerve, man. Hold on. Is this fair use or should I be saying that? Hopefully y'all can't hear it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oops.
Or four different places very quickly, each seeming to be the suspect. And so that was what was happening today. We had, it was a fairly chaotic scene. We were being called to various locations in that area about what appeared to be legitimate sightings of this individual. And there was some fear, of course, in the citizens in that area, of course. So our officers were responding to those calls. And I will say this. If you rewind the hand of time 4 years, we probably would not be where we are today right now. Technology played a huge role, but technology doesn't do any good without people who are determined to capture an individual that would do something like this. And today we saw where those two things came together in an amazing way.
Look at this. All right. Okay, y'all. So there's that. I guess that was the update. Wait, after they got him? I don't know, y'all. Anyway, so it was I don't want to say it was uneventful, but it was like it was like he snapped and then he snapped back into it. Like he came back like, okay, all right, I messed up. Like y'all just gonna give me like they just walked him in like very nicely, very quietly into like the police station and asking him questions. I don't know if he's probably acting like he remembers what happened or he didn't. I don't know. Christopher Weed says, what's 5 important things people need to know when going to a pharmacy that's a must to make the pharmacist's job easier? First of all, don't have attitude. They're gonna ask you for your name and your address or some of your information. It's not because we're being nosy. It's because we want to make sure that the prescription that you have that you're trying to fill is for you. Okay. All right. That's one thing. Next thing is you could try to be familiar with what you're taking. If you're not, that's okay too. But don't get mad at us because I'm like, okay, well, do you know what you're taking this for? Like we said, well, I want to fill my prescription. Okay. What prescription is that? Well, it's a little green pill. Okay. That could be anything, just so FYI. If you just so y'all know, that could be anything. It's like, okay, well, what are you using it for? That's a question. I think that's a reasonable question to help me figure out this riddle that you have going on here. It's like, okay, if you tell me it's for blood pressure, okay, I could look at your profile and kind of figure out what you need. Or if you tell me it's for whatever, calm me down. It's whatever, way you describe your medication, what you're taking it for. Okay, that's another thing. That's important. That's useful. Um, you need to know if they sent the prescription to us or if you're supposed to have a hard copy. Because we get into a lot of people about their prescriptions and they are trying to call another pharmacy. It's like, hey, they both got red in their logo, right? This is not there. Well, my doctor sent it in earlier. Okay, you don't know that for sure. You don't know. And some of these doctors, they only send them in after 12, or they send them in at the end of the day, or whenever they send them in. You went in there at 8 o'clock this morning. They didn't see you till 10. I said it. And now you coming straight here from there and the prescription hasn't made it yet. Where is it? It's up in the sky. I don't know. It just hasn't arrived yet. Have a little patience, okay? We want you to know and to make our job easy that we're not holding your prescription hostage. The drug, we're not holding it hostage. We're not holding your prescription hostage. As soon as we get it, we get it out as soon as we can to you, okay? We not, and if there's no fun in us holding your prescription up so you can come yelling at whoever is, the first person you talk to. So know where your prescription is at. And if you got some discharge papers because you've been at the hospital, sometimes look through those. Sometimes they give you the hard copy of your own prescription. What? I gotta look at. Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. I ain't mad. I mean, I yelled at you a little bit, but you didn't. I was trying to tell you something, you wouldn't listen. So there's that. So that's three things. What else? What else can they do? Well, they can know that we are trying. Well, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for all the pharmacists because a lot of them like they gave up on y'all. They quitting retail. They dropping like flies. They like, ain't got time for that. I'm trying to help though. I need everybody to know that. I'm trying to help y'all, trying to get y'all what y'all need and get y'all out of here. Okay. I don't want y'all standing in the lobby staring at me. I don't want y'all in the drive-through staring at the back of my head. Have y'all ever been like something told y'all to just turn around and you look and somebody was staring at you? It's like they stare at you long enough to make you turn around. I get that all the time in the drive-through. I'm like, tired of people looking at me. I know somebody looking at the back of my head right now. We'll be right with you. Like that's what I'm doing. So anyway, so what is that? That's four. One more thing. Going to pharmacy to make pharmacist's job easier. I need a fifth thing. There's nothing. If you want a job, you need to try to apply. Don't be trying to tell me how to do my job. That'll make my job easier. Because if you try to tell me how to do my job, or you stand up here complaining, you wasting time. And if you waste enough time, somebody like me, I'm going to tell you, especially on the phone, because that phone is so annoying. Like, let me tell you something. When I grew up, when I was a teenager in college, even now, I'd be on that phone. Okay, I'm going to talk on that phone. But when it comes to like that work phone, it's always ringing off the hook. And somebody's always first thing they say is, well, I've been holding on for 5 minutes. I've been holding on for 10 minutes. How can I help you? Well, y'all need to get some help up in there. I've been holding on. It's like, okay, but how can I help you? Man, y'all must be real busy. Everybody's calling here saying the same thing you're saying. Okay? You're wasting time right now, ma'am. Let's go ahead and tell me what you need. You need a refill? You need me to call your doctor? What's going on? Well, okay, now somebody behind you is wasting their time, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So that could make our job a little bit easier. Hopefully, but these people don't care. And that's okay because they want what they want. And I want to give it to them so they can keep going. Okay. That's one thing about me. Almanac says, I remember that chick and the Tylenol. Crazy. That's why all they got all this safety cap, all these, precautions because of, Tylenol situation. Thank them for that. I should do a video about that. Ron says, I have some ibuprofen 800 I have left over when I got prescribed them 2 years ago. Do ibuprofen expire? Is it bad to take some that are years old? Okay, so a lot of times the medications, okay, so what we have to do is we have to do return like on drugs that every 3 months, right? Some of them they'll go ahead and extend out the expiration date, but the bottle that's sometimes it's the stock bottle, like that's the one we like pour the prescriptions from, like actually, they might have a year or 2 years expiration. And now, they say even though that's the printed date that's on there, they say that, allegedly, they're still good a whole nother year after that. But and some of them are even longer, I'm gonna be honest. But this is not me suggesting that you take medication that is, a year to whatever old. This is not me doing that because sometimes it's just unstable. You don't know what it's gonna do. It's like, oh well, it might work, it might not. Or you might, like say, get a dose dump and you might get the whole thing, all of the, the active ingredients might, come down at one time. So because it's unstable, allegedly, we can't recommend that you take it, but you know, you know, I ain't say that. And the Excedrin, yes, almond eyes. This is the reason today why they got all these safety precautions. You can't just like, get no Tylenol or anything over the counter without having all these, childproof caps, all this different stuff on there to keep you from tampering with it. Christopher Williams says that's a good question. Yes, that's what it is about these expired drugs. We send them back though. We shouldn't be selling any prescriptions that's like expiring in the next 3 months or the next 6 months. We get anything, we gotta send those back. So Christopher Williams, yeah, I don't know what y'all laughing at. I don't know what y'all laughing at because I've told so many crazy stories tonight. But yeah, so let's get back to the reason we are out here tonight. Wait, Ron said that's how I'm scared with the dentist. Why are you scared with the dentist, Ron? Because my people, they be scared of me. I'm little, but I'm like, hold on. I say, y'all see how I like just got big, just now I get big on them, like muscle up on them. Yes. So humble manifest of Richard says, I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado had the cocoa as well as Oregon. Yes, the magic mush. Oh, like what's that? What is LSD and all that? Those psych drugs. I eat a psych pills. Like I never had mushrooms, magic mushrooms. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was taking a lot of those. I heard. Mortgage Boss says, I've missed the story. Got to catch up on the news. Yeah. I just so happen. Y'all know I haven't watched MTV lately a lot at all. But they had so many different, I was like, this keeps coming up. And when his mama said the messed up medication, I was like, let me go ahead and talk about this. Because people have no idea what the pharmacists do, especially, the retail pharmacists. It's like, either people have a lot of respect for us or they have no respect for us. It's like, it's like, go in there, me and my wife, we had a problem at Taco Bell. This is not Taco Bell. You're trying to get like a Schedule 2 narcotic. Okay. I had to go to, a lot of school. I had to pass some tests. I had to spend a lot of money to be able to give you this. You gonna put me on the level with Taco Bell? Disrespect, man. Now I gotta, tell you what time it is. The notorious Kevin Brooks, the biggest troll on YouTube on my channel. I know you miss me, Kevin. I'm live streaming for y'all tonight. I already know. Y'all like, what is she doing up this late? I had to go ahead and talk about this because I was like, they caught the man already. And he just walked in so easy. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. And this says, nothing to do with like race, but I've never seen a black person really just get walked into like, we got him. He killed 5 people. I don't know if there's black or white, there's in Atlanta, but I've never really seen it. I was like, This is what it is. They got him, and he just walking in handcuffs. He got the same clothes he had on earlier. He evidently had the weapon still on him. This is crazy. This is crazy. Christopher Williams says the man behind the officers looked like Don King brother. That's what we be doing. Messy Michonne live. Welcome. Welcome over here to This Is Not the Overdose. I don't know. I'm going to start another podcast too. I might call it this artificial intelligence said I need to call that thing Deadly RX. And I kind of like it because, Deadly RX is kind of like we got, situations like this today, right? With this guy wanting his prescription. His mama said his prescription was messed up. We don't know how it was messed up, whether he got the wrong medication, whether he didn't get the medication, because it's like omission, it's like we forgot to get it. I mean, he just didn't have it, or he used it up, or he wasn't taking it as prescribed by his doctor. So his day's supply, he ran out before it was time to refill. We don't know what it was, but it's like, like, what's up with that? So it's like, messing with Sean over here. So I'm like, Daily RX is like, okay, either you offing people because you're off your meds and you have a, situation going on, or you like these celebrities, Michael K. Williams, Coolio, Prince, the purple one, all these people with the fentanyl overdose. I got the overdose. I got the poison. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Because I'm like, when they take these drugs, they buy them on the street. I would like to know what y'all think about that. Like when they're buying drugs on the street, who is responsible for if they like even like the Michael K. Williams recently with him, the guy that sold him the drugs, he got found guilty. But you see him clearly like on the video going up to this guy. They making like a hand-to-hand like drug deal. He bought them from him. Like he wanted it. Is that okay to say? Who's responsible? Y'all, put a 1 in the chat if you think that if you purchase drugs on the street and you die, this is going dark. I'm going to my Daily RX. If you die, it's on you. If you think it's your own personal fault, put a 1 in the chat. If you think it's the fault of the dealer, the person who sold you the drugs, or the person who gave you the drugs, put a 2 in the chat. Who do y'all think is at fault when these people are purchasing these fentanyl, these counterfeit pills, and everything else on the street? Okay. And I wonder, I have to do another stream about that. But anyway, so that's what I got that in my mind. So Michonne, y'all let me know. I'm trying to think about this Daily RX. I like Overdose, but the Daily go a little dark. Daily RX sound like, girl, I might do that on another channel. Because I'm trying to, talk about my Manjaro and all that over here too. This is my family friendly channel where they saying like, what kind of food can we eat without Manjaro? Do we need to exercise when we take our Ozempic? Sorry, but I mean, we need allergy medication. They want my real pharmacy talk over here. And, I'm here for that. That's my day job. But at night, sometimes when I'm watching the true crime, I'm into the Daily RX. So we get real dark at nighttime. And it's late anyway over here. So, yes, Michonne, late nights. Ron says, I think I heard about this. Sad how this isn't out of the ordinary. It's not. Oh my goodness. He has arrived. It's the lead attorney, guys. He says things were hot down here today in Atlanta. Are you okay, lead attorney? Were you being safe out there? What's your county? Are you in Cobb County? DeKalb? I don't know geography. I don't know these counties. I'm from Louisiana where we have parishes. So I don't even know what they call it? Where all this went down at today? Is that close by you? Be safe out here, lead attorney. Mortgage Boss says, people just want to be confrontational. People love to fight. And when I say like, oh, people want to live feisty, I'm telling y'all, I could be minding my own business being nice. I could be like trying to help you. They pay me way too much money to be out here, being a cashier, glorified cashier. But if the line's so long, I'm like, let me go ahead and get these people out here. Because first of all, I don't want them looking at me. I don't want them looking at me. They come, they look at you. They be watching you. Like, really? I'm coming. It's coming. It'll be right out. I'll be right with you. Give me just a minute. Your doctor just sent it. Give us 15 minutes. Okay, I don't know the price yet. You just handed me the prescription. So I don't know the price yet. I don't know. Do you have insurance? I don't know it's gonna cost on GoodRx. Let me put it in the computer first. Do you have your GoodRx information? No, we can't look it up. We're not supposed to look it up. But some of these folks aren't using no cell phone, no technology. So you're like, they old. They just don't know. Like somebody here trying to help folks, people trying to holler at me. You're going to be surprised what you get back, okay? Christopher Williams says, TLA in his house. Yes. He says, salute, Christopher. The mortgage boss, she said, hey, Lee. Y'all don't know, Lee the attorney, he's somebody, okay? He is important in the social media and YouTube streets. It is a privilege for me to have him over here in my chat. Thank you, Lee the attorney. Respect, okay? Christopher says, glad you're okay. Are you okay, Lee? We don't know. We guess you made it. This really wasn't. It really didn't get like really dangerous. Not saying I wanted like, flames and bullets flying everywhere, but it was like, he like, you know what? I can't wait. He probably had been waiting. And I can't wait for the full story to come out. It's like, he probably was like, he needed his medicine. He wanted his Ativan. He's having anxiety. He was agitated. I hadn't heard about any other disorders he may have had. Because I imagine if you're having seizures or different things like that, I don't know if you can get like, how the military stuff go with it. I don't know. So, hold on, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me. What? Hold on. Yes. Yes, I do. I do, but Uh Humble Manifest says TLA be lying like Atlanta don't always be popping. It is always popping. So yes. So let me see if I can get back on track. Because people be like, are you even like, going in order? I have already done like the majority of what I need to talk about tonight, which is, our guy here, Mr. Dion Patterson, 24-year-old African American. That's how we will write up like the notes if, working in a hospital pharmacy. We don't know what kind of medication he was on, but he was at the VA. He was there to do whatever. According to his mom, they said 2 minutes after he got there, he became agitated. I'm thinking he got agitated because he was probably already waiting a long time. The VA, everybody I know that uses the VA, they go there, they wait. They wait like you waiting in the emergency room. And if you're not like in a real emergency, then you're going to be waiting. So he finally got back there. And when you get to the back of the doctor's office, you still got to wait some more. He was fed up. I don't know if he had PTSD. We don't know if something triggered him. But the fact that he already had the weapon on him, and this might be lead, you might need to talk about this. I don't know. Because like, why would can you like have a gun on you in Georgia like that? I don't know these gun laws because I don't use guns. I mean, I've been to the gun range. I halfway know how to shoot a gun, but I don't really deal with guns like that. So he had a weapon on him already, and he goes out to the lobby. He's pop, 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 pop. Then he just like goes out. They started spreading the story like it was a carjacking, which, like I said, made zero sense to me. Like, why is he jack? What? Then they found him. I don't know how far away from that. Then they just found him. They just got him. His mama starts telling people in the area, like, oh, well, they gave him the wrong medicine. His medicine was messed up. I'm like, somebody could have gave him one to like calm him down so he could at least wait on the doctor. Y'all, some of y'all probably know like about like the Ativan, medications like that. They might give you 1 or 2 tablets before you go to the dentist's office. Because some people have like anxiety. I think Ron said earlier he has anxiety about, you say anxiety, but Maybe he's scared when he goes to the dentist. They give you one to take 30 minutes prior to your procedure. Bring the other one with you to, your appointment. They'll do that when y'all taking MRIs. A lot of y'all scared. What is it about that? I mean, I guess you claustrophobic. I don't know. But people have to take a few tablets for that or any type of procedure. I got a cousin, my mama, like they scared of any type of procedure, any type of shot, anything medical related. And they like, I'm like, then they don't even want to take the pills to calm them down. Like your doctor sent you 2 prescriptions. And, my family folks, when they ones that live close to me, I'm like, hey, you gonna come get this prescription? I don't know if I want to take it. Okay, you got to get an MRI tomorrow. I'm scared. Of what? The pills or the MRI? Okay, you need to go pick this prescription up. Just take it. Take the pill. So you can at least go see what's wrong with you because you scared to even take the pill to get the MRI. Yes, you need it. Is that going to help with that? Yes. Come get it. Or I'll bring it home. I'll bring it to you. Come get it. Anyway, Ron says, salute TLA. TLA says, yeah, it was crazy down here. I was getting a lot of texts before I even found out what was going on. The whole city was stuck. Yes. Was it like Freaknik? Was it stuck like Freaknik? Like y'all wasn't moving. Traffic was like not going anywhere fast. I already told them earlier about what happened to me. I wasn't even sitting in traffic because they don't have traffic where I'm at. I'm in the country. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm in the country, but I'm sitting at the light just somebody, my passenger side window shattered. The drama. And still people came to fix my glass. Then he had a right glass in my car. FML. Anyway, we see the YSL string. Oh, okay. Y'all talking to TLA. Messy Michonne. She says that dude mama is crazy. If y'all think his mama was crazy, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all think that, she was on to something, put a 2 in the chat. It just seemed like they were like, she's cooperating with the police. It's like, I would like to see her live in person. Why didn't they interview her? I would like to see her interviewed. I don't know. Should I drop this link? What time it is? It's 12:20 here while I'm at. I don't know if y'all want to come up or not and talk about this. I haven't streamed so long. I really don't even know how to drop the link. Wonder if somebody could tell me how to do that. Anyway, Mortgage Spot says, baby people think y'all are the same as the cashiers. They may not they may not realize they need to put some respect on your name. These people are disrespectful anyway. You can have a whole white coat on. You can have on a name tag that got your name on it, that has your position and your title on it. Your picture could be on the wall with your name on it and your position. They walk through the door that has your name, Dr. Nastasia Allen, on there. They still will be like, can you help me out in photo? I was in a store, y'all, and not even a store where I work, okay? And I had on regular clothes. They didn't. I have on like no khakis, no white shirt, no white coat, nothing that looks like this is just regular. I had on jeans and a shirt. Okay. I'm walking around in the store shopping. I have a basket, like I'm pushing a basket. This lady, she said, can you tell me? I'm looking for whatever she was looking for. I said, what? And I said, just like that, with that face, like, what? She said, you don't work here? I said, no. Well, you look like you work here. I said, I don't. She said, well, can you help me find it anyway? I said, no, I don't even know where I don't work here. Are you serious? She was still looking at me. I had to just go ahead and walk off. Like, I thought I was crazy. So there's that. Yeah. So yeah, my homeboy Christopher Williams says, hit the like button. I got a few of y'all in here tonight. Y'all here for this drama tonight. I mean, today was a crazy day. But like I said, it was so uneventful. I was like waiting on this thing to get like, really dramatic. Like, okay, they probably gonna gun him down. That's what I was thinking. They think he crazy. they shot these women in Atlanta. Maybe because they was women in Atlanta, I'm gonna just say it like that. Why he didn't get shot, he could make. It was so easy. It was like these two women, they came up and they were like, yeah, we thought we were talking to the neighbors and the police were already in the area. And I should have found that video. Anyway, so they're like, he could probably be over there in a shed. And it was like, there he was. And they just got him. And they just like, okay. They're questioning him now, supposedly. I mean, it's not a whole lot to say. He probably just got really aggravated and blacked out. I'm wondering if he was detoxing or he was just, he wanted his prescription. His mama threw me a curveball when I was like, how was his medicine messed up? People always want to say the medicine messed up. Stop saying that, y'all. Mashawn say, mama lying, covering for her gremlin, son or husband. Oh, is that what it was? Because I'm thinking, I was trying to, come up with an excuse for him, thinking like maybe she took him because he had some kind of issue. But, maybe y'all could tell me in the chat, he got discharged from the Coast Guard. I don't know about these armed forces. I don't hear a lot of that all the time. So I'm like, how did he get out? Like, discharge him how? For what? Do it be honorable, dishonorable? I just don't hear a lot about the Coast Guard. I hear all the other branches, but not a whole lot about the Coast Guard. So for him to be discharged from the Coast Guard, then he go into the VA. He's 24 years old. He's still very young, So Christopher Weave says, what did you learn from this story? I learned from this story that, what I already knew, that people be wanting their pills. They be needing them. People have mental issues. We have to deal with these people a certain kind of way. You got to be able to read the room. His mama, now Mashawn got it on my mind, like maybe the mama got me thinking. Now, why would she say that? Because I'm like, he was at the hospital. Did they give him the wrong medicine in the military? And then he's in the hospital here. You brought him. Maybe that's how he got discharged. He got some medicine. He started being crazy. They had to put him out. I ain't gonna say he got put out because I don't know. Square Biz says, hey now, my good sis, it's late. I know. Square Biz, maybe you could tell me about the Coast Guard. Because I don't know. Someone put that in Prince's meds. That's what they say about the purple one. He didn't get it. Y'all know what pharmacy was using, but I ain't saying what pharmacy was using because we can't touch that because you can't be looking at people's profile for no reason. I'm just gonna say that. But don't cancel me because y'all already gonna make me quit this job. But anyway, yeah. But he got some counterfeit pills, the fentanyl. Who knew that's what killed him? The fentanyl, counterfeit, yes. It's like these people they performing on stage. They doing splits, they dancing for hours and hours and singing. And Prince played like 30 instruments. This man is like literally a musical genius. And now he's 50. He needs something for the pain. They gotta be on something. And I ain't like allegedly. I ain't trying to put that out there about him, but like Bruno Mars, Beyonce, River Vital Network. Yes, he says live. Mashawn, what's up? He's out there, Mashawn, and welcome to my channel, River Vital Network. Y'all haven't seen me live. It's late. Y'all know I get delirious and just be like, okay, I need to go ahead and stream. I haven't been on my channel in a very long time. I've been on the podcast with my homegirls, shout out to Square Biz and Mortgage Boss, but I haven't been over here on NLRX. Christopher Wee says, do make it more conscious now after hearing this story. Yeah. I don't even know why I asked y'all to put ones in the chat for, because I should have done it a long time ago. Look back at it. King always got to give me something extra. What's up, King? Welcome to the channel, to the pharmacy with NLRX, guys. Yes. Square Biz, do you think his mama crazy? Is that what you talk about? Or I don't know. I need to pay more attention. Christopher Wilson says, more streams. Yes, I'm going to try to do more streams over here on this channel. Really, this was, a break night. It's supposed to be on the other channel tonight, but you know. Mortgage Boss says both the manufacturers are to blame too. That's true too. That's true too. And because it's like that's another way they could be like, oh, I got the wrong medication. Sometimes it is the same medication, just got a different manufacturer. And some people they don't react as well. Cause I believe in the placebo effect. Some people don't. It's like, okay, if you think it's gonna work, it'll work. If you think like, oh no, I used to get this pill in a little white pill, a little round white pill. Now y'all giving me a peach pill and it's oval. Like it's the same medication, just from a different company. No, but I've been taking the white pill. These don't work for me. Yeah. Okay. They ain't gonna work. If you think they ain't gonna work, they not. That's how I feel. Cancel me. Whatever. So I'ma say it ain't safe. It ain't safe. It is not safe. Shout out to Square Business. The notorious Kevin Brooks says the overdose for the win. You like the overdose? I like it. I like the overdose too, but I feel like the overdose is for here. Deadly RX is for over there. Square B say uncut. Uncut. I like that too. It's late night, It gets dark. Lee got more things to worry about besides Tasha K now. Yes, Lee. You have more things to worry about Tasha K. Yes. Instead of you need to be worried about these people running rampant in the streets of Atlanta, and it's not freaking. They on different kind of drugs. They on prescription drugs. This is not like no weed and all that kind of stuff. King says salute to the lead attorney. Lee say no. It was a total. It was it. It was. I mean, it looked like it was a lot of drama. But I'm telling you, when I look from the news now, and they like drama on the news. This is on major news network. Well, y'all 11 Live, whatever y'all got down there. That guy, he seemed. I was like, they over talking each other. He seemed like he trying to like push the negativity, and she like, no, but yeah. But it wasn't. It's safe, people. Go on out in the streets. But yeah, then the guy's like, yeah, it could have been a real problem, with someone running around. He still had his weapon on him. He's highly armed and dangerous. She's like, but we caught him. But they got him. But they got him. He was like, it could have been bad. She was like, but it wasn't. Y'all go back and look at it. It's crazy. I'm gonna get them a few shout outs because it was interesting. I say this feel like it's a little tension here. He trying to push the little negative narrative, and she's like, but they got him. It's over. Ron say we should only worry if we're about a shooting at Fogo in Atlanta. If we hear about a shooting at Fogo, y'all just call like Lee, are you okay? Are you all right? There was another shooting at Fogo. They patting y'all down at Fogo. They got weapons at Fogo. They got weapons. This man had a gun on him. Going to the hospital at the VA. Atlanta getting real ratchet. It was ratchet now. I'm going to just say it, Lee. Y'all getting real ratchet. You can't even go to the doctor, the VA hospital. They know they need to be patting them people down anyway. That's because it is what it is. Lead also says hundreds of businesses closed. All the schools went on lockdown, massive police presence everywhere. It was insane. But they got him so easily. They did. Yeah. It was a lot. It was on live. I ain't finna go through all that. Them people was like streaming 8 hours today. They on some lead attorney long stroke. I just like, I'm gonna catch the end of the replay. So he's like, too many. It's Georgia. We all have weapons out here. So y'all can just have a gun on you. These people I need to get me a gun to carry on me. They don't even want us to bring mace to work. Somebody got shot in the pharmacy. Y'all be surprised. There's so many pharmacy stories. Like, I ain't gonna say the pharmacy name because I ain't, I'm still working for these folks, even though I want to quit. They're like, this person like shopping with their daughter. Then like somebody's like, can you move out the way? They right over there by the pharmacy, like they have like cough and cold stuff or like first aid. It's always close by the pharmacy. So this woman's like, no. Then it's like, what? And she's, the lady with the daughter, like a 12-year-old, they just like, getting all loud, like yelling at the woman. This woman pulls a gun out, just pow. What? They calling us like, did y'all hear? Because, y'all don't know. Pharmacy's so messy. Then we ain't like gossiping about the drugs or, people health conditions. Because there's That's boring us. Cause we like, oh, somebody got, I'm just tell y'all, they got herpes, they got AIDS, they got whatever. It's like, that's your condition. You treating it good for you, but we'll be like, they was shooting over there at Wally World today. What? Now we gonna do that. We got the board of pharmacy came through here today, so they probably coming by y'all next. Okay, we talking about that. I'm gonna be honest, we talking about that, but we ain't talking about no prescriptions on health conditions because that's just just kind of boring. But yeah, somebody got shot in the store over at Cough and Cold. Georgia's a red state. Most of them are here down in the real South. Georgia, you over there in North Carolina, y'all kind of fluctuate, don't you? Y'all fluctuate. But anyway, so everybody else, y'all getting active in this chat tonight. Thank y'all for the he's like thanking the 1 a.m. for the late night support. Thank y'all. I would drop the link, but I told y'all I don't know how to drop the link no more because I had been streaming on my own channel. I always got like some people over here assisting me on the other podcast. Because I don't know how to drop the link. It's really not a whole lot to say about this anyway that I know of. If y'all got any questions about these prescription meds or just what he was taking, what y'all think he was taking, of course, y'all can drop them in the chat. We've been answering all kind of questions tonight. Y'all been saying, what is Christopher Williams saying now? He says, I was thinking it was very calm at the VA. This story is surprising. Do you think his mom should be? No. I think she was trying to help him. I don't think she should get charged. I mean, charged for what? Like I don't know. I don't do criminal stuff. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't do criminal law. I don't know no laws. I got pulled over by the police today. I got a speeding ticket. I'm like, I got an appointment. I was like, here, my driver's license. Do they make y'all get out the car? I ain't hadn't got a ticket in so long. I was like, I got to get out, stand back here in front of the camera. I'm scared. Here you go, Mr. Officer. Okay, yeah, I'm out of state, so Mississippi, Louisiana, we right here. I'm crossing state line all the time. Whatever. Chris, what Lee say? The mom was cooperating. It's super sad. He needed a lot of mental health. That's what I think too. I think he did. I really want somebody to clear this Coast Guard up for me. I don't know what that was all about. But they said she was cooperating. She was like telling everything. She was like, this is where we were. I wonder how the shade room got that. Like, she said that about the medication. I don't know. If she's like out just talking in the street, like, like, that's my son. Like, what happened? It's like he shot the people, then he just left. He just walked out. He saw a car running. He tried to get in it. I don't know if he drove to the next county or however that went. Then it's like, okay, did he run out of gas? How did he end up at that apartment complex or wherever they found him at? And he was just like, hey, guys, okay, I'm ready. Then they just took him. They trying to crack down on crime there in Georgia. They ain't really have to do. Today was an easy day, thank goodness. King says, so one person had the whole city shook. Is that right? Yeah. Lee says, yeah. King says, why? And then Lee says, if a black guy is running around the city shooting women in the that's where he was. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, King like that. Yeah. Bling Auntie. Welcome. Y'all already did like my main talk. I would drop the link, but whatever. Welcome to the channel, Bling Auntie. Yes, Mortgage Boss says my phone went off saying it was a manhunt for him. I was like, what y'all want me to do 200 miles away? Right. Maybe they want to make sure because this the guy, they had some prisoners just escaped from somewhere here in Mississippi. Found him, one of them's dead in Louisiana. So I guess they like, shoot, well, if he didn't got in the car, we don't know where he going. Just in case. We're going to do 3,000-mile radius. King, speaking of Bling Auntie. Yes. So, yeah. Chris says, our pharmacist protocol dealing with people with mental illnesses need to change. Or what do you think? Do they need to change? No. We deal with them. we as professionals, we should recognize that, we know what medications they taking, and we know the signs and everything like that. So you have to treat them accordingly. Now I know, like I said, I can read the room. I'm still, most of the people, I'm gonna still treat them the same. Because it's like, look, you need to, calm me down because I'm trying to help you. The way you're acting right now, we're gonna get nowhere fast. And I'm ready to be done with you just like you're ready to be done with me. Or you might want to keep standing here talking, but I'm not about to do that because I got like 400 other people waiting on me. So let's just go ahead and take care of this. But there's no real protocol. I mean, we have like, just regular service type, conduct, but it's no real protocol on dealing with people with we everybody, as far as we treat everybody like they come in there like they need some type of help, whether it's mental, physical, whatever it is. So I mean, so no, there is no strict protocol. Messy Michonne is Messy Michonne. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But that's what I was talking about. Y'all know. That was the Sony action. First Michael, then Prince. Look, we ain't doing conspiracy theory arm and eyes, but I agree. My sexy strongest here. She says, evening in Allen. Y'all up late. I know I'm up late, but y'all, a lot of y'all on the East Coast. And it's late on the school night. What's today? I don't even know what day it is. Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. But your auntie got some kind of emoji. I can't see. How many women did he shoot? I think it was 5. One of them was fatal. Yeah, as far as I've heard so far, like, yeah, there was 5 women. Christopher Williams, yes, this is like, yeah. Keep some extra clips, everybody, with the Teflon. What is that? Is that the weapon? I need to learn terminology. How much was a ticket? I don't know yet, because I mean, I was going 80 something and a 70. So, but I ain't paying that. I don't care because I'm gonna say it on here. They can see me on the internet. I know somebody who knows somebody, so I'm not paying that. And when I say I ain't paying that, I mean don't drop it down to a seatbelt. I ain't showing up for court. I'm not doing any of that. But anyway, so yeah, yeah, and somebody owed me a favor anyway because I got that Manjaro. I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get that Manjaro taken care of because it's like, look, the insurance don't want to pay for it. It's $1,000. Let me call your insurance. They said they're gonna get it covered. Okay, your doctor said they did what? All right, I'm gonna call them. Now I gotta call 3 other people. I gotta call them. I gotta call the insurance back. I gotta call. They got your birthday in there wrong. They got this wrong. Okay, I'm gonna update it on our side. I'm gonna fix it on this side. So it's like, okay, all right. I got this Manjaro. It's $25, sweetheart. You gonna owe me a favor. And when I come, asking for it, I'm gonna need it. So today, somebody didn't have to cash in on his favors. Gonna say that. So I'm not paying the ticket. That's the end of that. I had an appointment. Y'all say appointment. So yes, guys, y'all laughing at me. I think tonight, this was a crazy day. It was something interesting. It was a good stream to get me back, back in the saddle. I'm gonna try to come on here a little bit more. If I start this other podcast talking about this other stuff, y'all come see me over there on the dark side. But I'm always gonna be over here. This is my home. The name stays home. That's what Ike Turner say. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, this the base, my baby channel right here, my first love. King says, at least they got him. In NYC, when they got through the smoke bomb and shot up the train, no cameras were on. They put the blame on someone who didn't even match the description. It was a guy the other day. He said they stopped him like, hey, because he looked like the guy. On one of the videos, on one of those pictures, I wish I had it. That guy that they caught today, he looked like Michael B. Jordan. I say in the elevator. That look kind of, maybe it's on one of the pictures on thumbnail. I don't know. But I was like, he don't look like that. This look like 3 different people. If I would have saw him, I probably wouldn't recognize him. But I'd be like, don't look at me because I'd be at work like, don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Look at somebody else because I ain't got time for that. So yeah, that is crazy. A lot of people get away. That's why I didn't know like how it was gonna go. So I'm glad they got him. And it was interesting that he got out safely, like and alive, like uninjured, uneventful. But anyway, thank y'all for stopping by. Chris says, great stream. My sex is strong. Says, good night, girlfriend. Take yourself to bed. To me, I'm going to go to bed. And y'all know, like, these prescriptions, yeah, y'all know it, the closing, they keep piling up. And these phones, they never stop ringing. So I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for coming by.